Do you find English grammar difficult? You're not alone. It's a common problem for everyone, including many native English speakers. Today, I'm going to cover some of the most common grammar mistakes I see as an English teacher. Incorrect verb tense. A common problem I see a lot is using incorrect verb tenses in English sentences. Using the wrong tense can confuse your listener and obscure the meaning of your sentence. For instance, I have eaten breakfast is incorrect and can leave your listener confused about when the action occurred. Instead, you should say, I ate breakfast, to clearly indicate that the action was completed in the past. Remember, verb tense refers to the form of a verb that indicates the time at which an action occurs. They are broadly categorized into past, present, and future. Each of these time frames can be further broken down into simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous to provide more detail about the timing and nature of the action. For example, the simple past tense, I ate, indicates an action that was completed at a specific time in the past. The present continuous tense, I am eating, suggests that the action is currently ongoing. The future perfect tense, I will have eaten, indicates that the action will be completed at a precise future moment. Each aspect adds layers of meaning and clarity to our communication, ensuring that the listener understands exactly when and how the action took place. To avoid such mistakes, make sure your verb tense accurately reflects the action's timing. For instance, I will eat breakfast tomorrow is incorrect. You should say, I will eat breakfast tomorrow. She is eating breakfast yesterday is also incorrect. It's best to say, she ate breakfast yesterday. Remember, verb tenses are important in telling us when an action happens, so it's important to choose the right one. Articles. Using articles a, an, and the correctly can be tricky. Let's clarify their usage. A and an are indefinite articles, which you can use when talking about something non-specific. A precedes words that start with a consonant sound, while an is used before words that start with a vowel sound. For instance, a cat and an apple. Conversely, the is a definite article used to refer to something specific. For example, the cat on the sofa, or the apple in the basket. Remember, a and an are for non-specific items, while the indicates something specific. So, you might say, I saw a movie when referring to any movie. But I saw the movie when talking about a particular movie you both know. Similarly, she found a coin means any coin, whereas she found the coin means a particular coin that you both are aware of. Prepositions. Let's talk about the importance of prepositions in English sentences. Prepositions are words that link nouns, pronouns, or phrases, or other words in a sentence. They help express various relationships, such as time, place, direction, or manner. For example, instead of saying, I will wait you at the school, you should say, I will wait for you at the school. The preposition for indicates the action's intention and completes the meaning of the verb wait. People often make mistakes with prepositions because they can vary greatly between languages and can be context specific. Let's look at a few examples. Instead of, she is good in math, it's, she is good at math. It's not, he is interested on the subject, it's, he is interested in the subject. Don't say, they need to discuss about the project. Say, they need to discuss the project. Run-on sentences. Run-on sentences occur when multiple independent clauses are combined without proper punctuation. This can make the sentence difficult to read and understand. Use a comma and a conjunction, such as and or a semicolon, to separate the clauses. I went to the park, comma, and I played football. She likes to read, comma, and she has many books. They arrived late. We waited for them. People often make the mistake of using run-on sentences because they want to express their thoughts quickly and may not pay attention to proper punctuation. Remember to separate ideas correctly so that you can improve your clarity and readability. Pronoun usage. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun, such as he, she, it, they, and so on. Using pronouns correctly is important for clear communication. Ambiguous or unclear pronouns can lead to confusion. Instead of, she gave her book, it's important to clarify who her refers to. For instance, she gave Maria her book, or she gave her own book to Maria. Instead of, he told him to meet at the park, it's better to say, John told Peter to meet at the park. Likewise, avoid saying they took their car to the mechanic. Instead say, the Smiths took their car to the mechanic. People often make mistakes with pronouns because they assume the context is clear. But without specific names or additional context, the meaning can be ambiguous or unclear. Try to be precise or clear to avoid misunderstanding. Double negatives. Double negatives happen when two negative words are used in the same clause, which can confuse the message and often lead to misunderstanding. Instead of, I don't need no help, say, I don't need any help. Similarly, she can't find nothing should be, she can't find anything. And we don't do nothing should be, we don't do anything. As a general rule, avoid using two negatives in the same sentence. This mistake is common because in some dialects or informal speech, double negatives are used for emphasis. But in standard English, they negate each other and change the meaning. Word order. Word order matters a lot in English. For instance, instead of saying, beautiful is the garden, you should say, the garden is beautiful. The subject typically comes before the verb, and the adjective follows in a predicate. Let's look at some examples. Instead of saying, quickly runs the dog, say, the dog runs quickly. Don't say, happy are the children. Instead use, the children are happy. Mistakes in word order happen because word order can vary between languages. I often see English learners transfer the structure of their native language to English. Countable versus uncountable nouns. Confusing countable and uncountable nouns is a common mistake, often because some nouns can be perceived differently in various contexts. A countable noun is something you can count individually, such as friends or apples. While an uncountable noun is something that cannot be counted individually, often because it's seen as a whole or mass, such as water or information. For example, I have much friends is incorrect because friends is a countable noun. The correct sentence is, I have many friends. Similarly, there is many water in the bottle is incorrect because water is an uncountable noun. The correct sentence is, there is much water in the bottle. Remember, use many for countable nouns and much for uncountable nouns. For instance, many apples, which is countable, and much information, which is uncountable. If you make this mistake a lot, you're not alone. People often make mistakes with countable and uncountable nouns because it's not something that is intuitive or easy to understand. Omission of auxiliary verbs. Leaving out Auxiliary verbs such as is, are, or have can make your sentences unclear and grammatically incorrect. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs used to form different tenses, moods, and voices of main verbs. Instead of he going to school, say he is going to school. Similarly, instead of they working on the project, say they are working on the project. Remember to always include all necessary auxiliary verbs. Mistakes with leaving out auxiliary verbs often happen when people try to shorten their sentences or are influenced by casual, informal spoken language, where auxiliary verbs are sometimes dropped. Thanks for staying to the end of the lesson. Learning grammar is not easy, but it's an important step towards improving your English proficiency. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more English grammar tips.